I now have the honor of bringing a very familiar face to the audience, Mrs. Patricia Mulrooney, who, in addition to taking attendance at the conference, is a graduate of Nassau Community College, a strong supporter of the center, and who has recently completed 9 years of devoted service as a member of the Nassau Community College Board of Trustees. Patricia will provide a brief welcome to you. Mrs. Mulrooney. Often referred to as the First Lady of the Center.
Thank you, Dr. Varacalli. I am indeed humbled to be invited to introduce these prestigious speakers. And I always thank Dr. Varacalli for his kind words. Good morning to everyone. On behalf of President Sean Finelli and the Nassau Community College Center and the Nassau Community College itself, I welcome all of you. I am a proud graduate of NCC. I have found through the years that people who graduate from NCC walk out of here with wonderful scholarships to some of the best colleges in the country. Yet when they're asked where they graduated from, they forget to mention that we all got our start here at NCC. So I will always be here with Dr. Joe Varacalli, even though my term as a trustee is finished. I was the first trustee elected to the college when I was a student here. So I have a great love for the college and a tremendous respect for the professors who teach here. They are the best. And I must say, Dr. Varacalli is one of the very best. Now, during the 9 years that I've been here as a board member, I have witnessed many academic successes at the college. I am here today to say that one of the most successful programs at the college, and one that I've participated in many times over the years, is the NCC Center for Catholic Studies. The center was created by Dr. Joseph Varacalli in 2000. Under his direction, this center has provided seemingly countless programs that have enriched the lives of the students, faculty, and staff at the college, as well as literally thousands of members of the community. His goal has been to provide Catholic-informed scholarship and social policy recommendations to all who are interested, whether Catholic or non-Catholic. Part of the reason that last May, the State University of New York Board of Trustees granted Dr. Varacalli the title of SUNY Distinguished Service Professor. It was precisely because of his stewardship of the Center for Catholic Studies. During the years, Dr. Varacalli has utilized the intellectual talents of many from the local Catholic and scholarly community. He has also been able to bring in nationally and internationally known speakers to our campus. To name but a few, Cardinal Avery Dulles, S.J., Bishop William Murphy, Father Joseph Fezio, S.J., Father Kenneth Baker, S.J., Dr. Paul Vitz, Dr. William Donahue, George Weigel, Father Francis Canavan, Sister Margarita Marchione, Gerard V. Bradley, Dr. John Rayo, Dr. Thomas Woods, Dr. Candace DeRossi, Richard Myers, Stephen M. Krason, among many, many more. And today he brings in for the first time such luminaries as Dr. Charles M.A. Clark, Michael Novak, and Thomas Storck. I have told Dr. Varacalli that despite my board tenure ending, I will continue to support and participate in the future events of the Nassau Community College Center for Catholic Studies. I hope you enjoy and profit by this afternoon intellectual activity. I don't know how we could ever thank Dr. Varacalli, because we could never understand the hours, the weeks, the months, and the years of his time that he has dedicated to this center, and I would like everybody to please stand to thank him. Thank you, Dr. Varacalli. You deserve it, Dr. Varacalli.
This is obviously a very obedient Catholic audience. I've tried that with my wife and kids. Believe me, it doesn't work. In a future Center Update newsletter, we'll be talking about a reception that we will be holding to honor two of the strongest supporters of the Center, not only Patricia Mulrooney, but Bill Schroeder, as well as Danny Keon, Administrative Vice President, who has been absolutely indispensable, who recently passed away. We will be honoring these three folks at a very nice reception. More information will be forthcoming. I will now bring to the podium one of the great hopes of the Diocese of Rockville Center, Monsignor Robert A. Batul, professor at the Immaculate Conception Seminary in Huntington, who will say a few words on the enormous accomplishments of the recently deceased Cardinal Avery Dulles, S.J. of Fordham University. Monsignor Batul will receive a plaque in the name of the Cardinal from Dr. Stephen Krason, President of the Society of Catholic Social Scientists, and Monsignor will make sure that the plaque is safely received by the Jesuit community at Fordham University. The very good Monsignor Batul.
Good afternoon. As most of you know, Avery Cardinal Dulles died late last year. In the obituaries which appeared in the press, the word distinguished came up repeatedly. He came from a distinguished family. He once quipped to me that when traveling to and from Washington, D.C., he always liked to see the family airport. He was a distinguished academic with 23 books and over 750 articles to his credit. He was distinguished in that he was the lone cardinal from the United States who was not a bishop. The distinctions of Cardinal Dulles would not spare him suffering, though. At the end of his life, unable to speak, he wrote the following words: "Suffering and diminishment are not the greatest evils, but are normal ingredients in life, especially in old age. They ought to be expected as elements of a full human existence. Well into my 90th year, I have been able to work productively. As I become increasingly paralyzed and unable to speak, I can identify with the many paralytics and mute persons in the Gospels, grateful for the loving and skillful care I receive and for the hope of everlasting life in Christ. If the Lord now calls me to a period of weakness, I know well that his power can be made perfect in humility." We are nearing the end of our Lenten journey this year. Tomorrow is Palm Sunday, or Passion Sunday. The Church invites us to look upon the Lord who humbled himself, becoming obedient to death, even death on the cross. In this Pauline year, we marvel at how the words of the apostle to the Gentiles have nourished the followers of Christ for almost 2,000 years now. The words of the Pauline corpus are veritably distinguished, for these words bring us into a union with the one who was pierced for our sake.